Hello. What is up? Please let me know if you're here and if you can hear me. We got so much to talk about. I'm so excited. Like, finally. Let me know if you can hear me, if I sound clear, and all of that good stuff because, man, this is what I was talking about for the people in the back who was trying to argue me down. That episode 8 was so good. No, we needed to move. We moved the needle like a little bit in this episode, and I appreciated it for that. What is up, everybody? Please let me know. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all, how did y'all like this episode? Like, I feel like this episode was so good and so needed. I was so nervous that shadow boxing and we was gonna spend a whole nother hour-long episode of this visual aesthetic movie debut of Jesus' album. Oh, I was like, oh, we can do this again. It was not that. It was not that. We were centered around Devine, and I was here for it. How did you guys feel about today's episode? The episode was good as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, we are in a much better place than we were with last episode. Not to hate on, the grape Kool-Aid crack joint, but we are light years away. Shanice, we are about to leave summer. Did we leave summer, Shanice? I feel like we left summer. Like, man, we have to get into Devine. Like, they trying to give Devine a heart attack, ain't they? Let me see what y'all talking about. Hello, Shanice. Gladly waiting. We got a tall girl. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Wait, what? The review? Yes, we are here. I'm here to give you guys this review as early as possible. I'm going to be chilling and kind of taking a little vacay with my family for the remainder of this week. So I'm going to try to get out as much as I can. I'm going to try to work in Swarm while I'm away. I'm going to try to watch Swarm while I'm taking my little oasis because Swarm needs to be discussed and I ain't even watched it yet. Bro just busy, right? Don't have no time for that daughter. I was like, man, you just go to the party. These problems are going to be here. Let's see. Good episode. So much better than that when they stick to reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was like we transported back to when the show was good. Like, and I just don't want to take away from, what the creative process of what they're trying to do with these individual episodes where we're just on albums, but this was so much better. They stressed my brother to the max. Like, I have never seen Devine stretch so many. It was like, like it was so many facial expressions. Like, bruh, I am frustrated. But I ain't gonna keep y'all long. It's a little late anyway, but I had to give y'all this episode. Like, ciao. Let's get it on back. I thought that they were gonna really like low key show us Mariah Carey, but we got this vision of love here in the back. I was like, oh, they're not gonna let her turn around. We're not gonna get to see or speak to Mariah, which is absolutely on point. Because once they were like, oh, I was like, oh, this is freaking, what is this guy's name? Tommy Mottola. I was like, oh, Tommy Mottola, who tried to control her every move and low key ruin her life and control her image. Yeah, it was, we didn't see her image, rightfully so. So I was like, Mariah don't want to sit down. She don't want to have dinner. It's like, nah, she don't want to sit down. We trying to keep Mariah in them honey and all them goodies. That was before she was, ow, how you got me hooked on your love. That's before Mariah popped all the way out and he had her in hiding and she was looking like a white woman. But we get into Devine like feeling the pressure in this freaking episode. Devine is really getting into that resentment that he warned Bobby about. Like, don't try to control everything. It's just they're gonna end up resenting you for it. Everybody is resenting him in this episode, and he's just trying to do his job. Like, leave my man's alone. But we have Tommy Mottola here, and he is trying to combine with the whole Rue Records. He is with Sony, but he wants to sign Capadonna. I was like, oh, we showed Slide Capadonna in this episode. Like, he been here the whole time, but it's okay. He wants Capadonna, he wants Ghostface, and he wants ODB. And then we get into, Winter Wars and, yes, the shit is fraud coming at your door. We start to scream out loud. Wu-Tang's back for more. Yes, the hour's 4. I told you before, prepare for night fight and plus the Cold War. I was like, here we go. Let's go. I think a lot of us were asking, like, where is Capadonna? Where is that going to come into play? So it was nice to see him this episode, even though we just kind of we kind of jumped a little bit, and it was I wasn't hating on it though. I was here for it. Anything that moves it along, let's just get through that. But he is just making a promise, like, oh, it's gonna be nothing. Those contracts are gonna be signed, us combining, and you pushing the label and getting us under everything. It's just gonna flow like a breeze. When it's just absolutely not that. Like, the Wu Mansion is ridiculous. The Wu Mansion is freaking ridiculous. I'll be heated too if a new member gets a deal. Oh, we ain't gonna even talk about my man's. Like, we're not gonna talk about Inspectah Deck because y'all know he my favorite. Like, justice for Deck. Because excuse me, like we have we have we have Devine here in this car, and he is talking to Bobby. They've both been off talking about, we are missing New York, but we are out here in LA handling business, trying to expand. They are trying to do so much in such a like short amount of time. Like, they are so like all over the place. Like, who told you needed to expand? Like, it is just so much going on, and it's like they're setting like little fires all over the place, just trying to capitalize on Wu, the image, the clothing, the record labels, combining everybody's individual albums, trying to sign. But now that we have, our own label up and running, we want to make sure that Dennis, ODB, and all of, like, it's just too much. And all of this is falling on Divine's shoulders. I was like, my bro needs some help. He needs some freaking help. I definitely understood what Deck was coming. Like, that made me mad. The Wu Mansion is so dirty. Dirty is an understatement. Like, hello, Wolf Guy, Werewolf Channel. Thank you for being here. Like, it's a whole understatement. I would have fought dirty in the man. When I tell you, we need to get to dirty, because just not even dirty. Raekwon, like, how quickly we forget, the project halls with the pissy hallways. Like, everybody except for my man Deck, GZA, the day ones are just absolutely forgetting where they came from. Like, excuse me? Did y'all forget how we got here? We ain't been here that damn long. But Devine is just in his bag, feeling like I'm doing something great. Like, us combining with Tommy Mottola and Sony, that is so big. Like, we are making so many moves. As soon as I get here and hand him these contracts, it should be nothing for them to sign. That's outside of Dennis with Tony telling him, like, yeah, I heard Tommy telling him, I heard Dennis been out here meeting with execs and he might be signing with somebody else. So above all, he is trying to find Dennis this entire episode. Child, Ray here, like, Ray needed to fight. Like, we need to fight, because what you mean this is for business? Like, Ray pissed me off in this episode. Like, everybody just went and just pissed me off out of nowhere. I mean, it's to be expected, but everybody just throwing it into Divine's face, like, oh, you didn't change. It's all about the money. Yeah, what do you mean it's all about the money? What about the fact that you have all of these hanger-ons? Like, who are all these people? Who are all these people in the Wu Mansion? Who are all of these, like, hanger-ons in the Wu Mansion? Explain to me who these people are. Like, why do we need, everybody has their own entourage, the American cream dream, and everybody is absolutely feeling themselves. It seems like once we got our solo albums, it's just like, oh, we making money now, and it's nothing lasts forever. Like, it is just absolutely ridiculous the way that Ray was acting in this episode. Like, get punched. I wanted Devine to just lose it and go ham on everybody, like, real quick. Not to say that I wanted, our mans to fight or any of that, but I didn't like the way they was trying to handle Devine in this episode. I absolutely didn't. Let's see, Ray was so wrong. $750 at Red Lobster. Like, we spending $1,400 here. Like, all of this. I think he spent $1,400 at Blockbuster. Like, oh, it's for, it's visual aids. It's, inspiration. Like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, I hate to see it, but this is what happens when we take people who came from nothing and all of a sudden we have some money and we are feeling ourselves like I just wanted him to mush Ray in the face, like, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see. Dirty's manager reminded me of White Bob. This whole damn party's out of control. Like, Gina, pump it, pump it. It was a whole bunch of that. It was a whole bunch of that. Like, child, I ain't even went through my slides. I'm so hot. I'm so freaking hot with everybody. But just getting in there and just seeing everybody, I just wanted Devine to go off, put everybody out. Like, why are you here? Why are you in my space? I can't even take 5 minutes away to have, a piece of solace to make one freaking phone call. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. This guy here, Dirty's manager, where you find this fiend at? Where did you find this fiend and put him in the position to be your manager? I don't know. Like, I can't even say I don't know what's going on with Dirty because we know what's going on with Dirty. But this is around the time that Dirty was just completely losing himself, just sloppy the way he was going, about things. All of those like outlandish demands, like I ain't doing nothing until I get this in my wardrobe and I need $1 million. This was around that time. Like, just to see, I mean, we shouldn't be surprised because we know how childish Dirty is, but like it was on a whole new level this episode because we had yet to just see him like that, but just how he was acting. Yeah, I'm the only person singing. Like, I think outside of ODB's like individual stuff, the other thing that he's most known for is the fantasy remix. Like, you was trying to pass on the fantasy remix. I ain't feeling it. Like, get your ass up. Like, everybody's acting big-headed. Like, man, it is just so, it's ridiculous. Let's see, everyone kept saying, them my peoples, like, them my peoples, these older, them dirty peoples, like, everybody get out, like, get out. Every person in here is a liability. Every person in here is, it's free money. Everybody around there is looking forward to free money because that's what's happening. Everybody's eating, drinking, probably sleeping there. Like, I just hated it. You ain't one of us anymore. Yeah, if I was, we'd be broke. Exactly. Like, all of that, you ain't down no more. You didn't change. It's all about the white man and the money. You forgot where you came. No, you forgot where we came from, because if you remember, you would appreciate me for trying to elevate and keep us there. Like, it's just too much going on. I just hate it. This episode proved that Devine needs to put the foot down ASAP. I just wanted him to put it down in that moment. I wanted him to put every single person out of the Wu Mansion immediately. You get it? I absolutely get it. He was giving this whole damn party's out of control. Like, I just love the fact that we have RZA here. RZA is the genius. It's like, you know what? I see exactly where this is going. I am not giving up any of my artistic integrity, even though I felt where Devine was coming from. Like, we need that album like today. I have never seen Devine's phone ring so much. That phone was ringing off the hook. At one point, I just thought Devine was going to throw that phone in the pool. Like, he looked so stressed out. I thought Devine was going to have somebody's panic or heart attack in this freaking episode. He's just like, nope. I'm done with my stuff, but I can't even get the rest of the Wu in here to lay down nothing. Like, really? Oh, we know eventually they did get in there and lay down something, because RZA's album is, absolutely everything. But the fact that we have to fight tooth and nail just to get you in here, you guys are so big-headed that it's just beyond you to get down here and lay down some tracks so my album can finish, so somebody can get off. But like, everybody is on Devine's neck. Everybody's right here. Then it's like, oh, well, yeah, get your son. Like, no, I can't even, he wouldn't even want to do his own shit. You think he's going to come down here and rush from my album? Then what does Devine say? What does he say? Oh, yeah, well, just go get Inspectah Deck. He stays ready to work. We can get him to lay down hot tracks, spit hot fire, dialing, because I spit hot fire on everybody else's album except for his own. Like, oh, that made me mad. Let me read his comments. It made me so mad. Only RZA chilling in there playing his chess. I was like, not in the sacred studio. Once, I saw the red cups in the studio. It's, stuff scattered everywhere. RZA's, playing his chess. I was like, oh yeah, Bobby ain't been home at all. Bobby has not been there, period, because not my studio, not my sacred place. I don't even want anybody to come in here and touch anything, let alone just be in here with some females. It's terrible. I'm surprised Devine didn't walk away too much. Like, Devine knows what's at stake. It is so many things like just riding on his back to get these grown ass childish men to accommodate for business. Like, this is for you. Like, this is for y'all. This is for us, but this is mostly for y'all. Like, we all are moving as a unit. I'm trying to make sure we have money coming in. Like, oh, they making me mad. Poor Deck, like, man, Deck, you know how Deck normally be bopping like he listening to music, like all of that energy was gone, and he was chilling. Let's see, I used to think Method Man was maybe the best in the group. I mean, I love Method Man. I'm not so sure he is a member at all. Like, according to this show, Method Man was not anywhere to be found. Like, I'm assuming that he's with his woman. I'm assuming that he's with his woman because he's just not there. Next episode is all RZA. It's going to be another fever dream episode though. I'm just happy that we got this. Like, I'm so happy we got this. But I was like, RZA saw all the future. Like, what do you expect, Devine? I'm not compromising. We need the magic that we make when we all collaborate together. I need everybody in here on my album. I understand they're on your neck and you have obligations, but I need my mans in here. Like, I ain't releasing it or doing nothing until the Wu is here, because everybody's ego is only going to get bigger and we are all going to separate even more than now. This will probably be the last time we get to do this. I was like, well, he lying. He's absolutely not lying. He is not lying. But man, getting back to freaking Dirty, like, Dirty was being dirty. Dirty was being dirty in this episode. I just really want to know where he got this user from. Where did you get this man from to be your manager? The fact that he is being it's crazy because freaking Dirty is moving like Devine and Bobby aren't family. Like, RZA isn't family. Like, really? You gonna trust what he has to say over what I have to say? Like, I don't want to do it. I need $1 million. What? It's crazy now to, pop off and try to get $1 million per feature or something. Like, you really was trying to get $1 million, ODB? Okay, like, not even that, just how nonchalant he was, just the child, like, it just looked like my son sitting on the couch ignoring me when I'm trying to talk to them. Like, I just wanted so bad to slap Dirty upside of his damn head. Like, do you not hear what I'm saying to you? This is such a big opportunity. Dirty is in high demand at this point, but he is just feeling like, the Mariah Carey pop, like, that's not me. Like, you innovate, like, oh, I'm so irritated for Devine. Like, I felt his pain in this episode, but it's just like, yeah, don't relay anything to me. Talk to this manager that you've never met or seen in your freaking life. About what? And then he's a user, like the $27,000. I love how Devine was standing there watching them eat that pizza. Like, every single slice y'all eat, every red cup you put to your lip, all of y'all are around here using. The more you use these men, the quicker they run out of money, the more they are in my face talking about where my check at. Like, get these niggas out of here. Like, I'm over it. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Wu was difficult, but it also exposes how much pressure the corporate music industry puts on artists/management. It truly is a tough business. Absolutely. Like, I just hate to see it because they around here acting like Devine didn't push for everything that they have. Of course, it's been, a joint effort, but every single business venture, it was Bobby and Devine. Like, they were out there hitting the streets running. The most obligation you guys have is to make sure you are in the studio, your lyrics are on point, and you are delivering when it's time to pop off. Outside of that, everything is resting on the manager's shoulders, to the fact that Devine, I already knew from the beginning of the episode, once he went into the Wu Mansion Child, that he was not going to make it to that baby's first birthday party. Like, I wish that he would have, and it really hit home when he just got so frustrated in the end when he realized he wasn't going to make it, and he was like, yeah, just go to the store and get my baby a gift. And she's like, okay, well, what is she like? He doesn't even know. Just get her whatever, $1,000 can buy. Like, he is just so distant and so far removed from his family because he is working so hard, and we already know how that's probably gonna end. Let's see, I wish I was around when they dropped their classics. Man, like, such a good time. Such a good time. When Devine was like, damn, he need a update every 5 minutes. Like, that phone was going off. Like, all of the pressure, if you guys don't move, then we'll be forced to take legal action. Like, I'm only one person, and people are failing to realize that these are grown, mostly immature. Everybody's ego is freaking inflated. I can only do so much. I can only freaking do so much. Let's see. Deck was the best lyricist, but Method Man had the most charisma. Absolutely. I wish we could see some of that charisma within the show, but I'm gonna let it go. That's when he was like, Mariah Carey? Nah, I don't want to do that shit. Like, really? Really, your son? Absolutely crazy. Let's see. I wasn't expecting your live to tomorrow, but hey, we here. Yes, yes, I am here. I'm gonna try to. I was trying to get this out because I'm spending time with my family the rest of the week, so we can relax a little bit. It is spring break, so I was like, I can't leave y'all hanging. I cannot leave y'all hanging, so I'm trying to get out something while I can. ODB was an obsessive compulsive personality child, like. I just wish at some point we could touch on what exactly is wrong with ODB. Like, he is delayed in so many facets of like manhood and just being mature. It's like you're literally trying to rein in a child. Like, there's being immature and then there's ODB. Like, when children just get dazed by like, ooh, something shine, like I what's wrong with ODB? What is wrong with ODB? I feel like he was never diagnosed, even if it is, obsessive compulsive personality. It's something else there. It is something there that is just delaying him mentally to where he is not having the growth I feel like he should have for the big age that he is at. Even though they're young, like, I wish that they would even, and I think it's conflicting because at this point, he was a father, he was somebody's husband. We don't see any of that. All we tend to see is this, childlike, immature, irrational, drug fueled behavior. I wish we could see some of the other side so I could get into his personality like full circle, because right now, you better get out my face. You better get out my face. R.I.P. Russell. Absolutely. Like, but yeah, he wants $1,000. He's not trying to hear anything that Devine has to say about working with Mariah Carey. Like, the fact that we could have missed that, I'm so glad that we did not miss that. Oh Lord, look at that face. I gotta zoom in on that face. Hold on. Look at Devine's face. Devine said, I'm over this. Like, I have never seen Devine so stressed out. Normally, he is just so composed and he thinks really well under pressure. But that's what, the corporate world, like, he's shining like so hard out there. He is really hitting the pavement, running, trying to just elevate the business and, Wu-Tang, the record label, like, all of this generational wealth that he is trying to have happen, but he is putting that in the forefront of his own family. Like, we can't be missing first birthdays, especially when you touch down and we've been waiting on you. You already been away in LA on business. Like, are you coming home? Let's see. I'm sorry. I would have parted ways with ODB after he fulfilled all of his obligations. ODB was a whole liability. Like, of course, I was hoping that we would lean a little bit more into the fantasy remix, because I believe when he showed up on set, not only was he late, but he was making all of these outlandish demands. He kept falling asleep. He was dirty. Like, it was just, really hard to handle him at this point. But I guess, we're just going to take him, I want $1,000, and equate it to the behavior that he was displaying on the fantasy set, just being a hot mess. ODB was the heart and soul of the band. Absolutely. Like, when he's on point, he's on point. When he's this, I don't know if this is really getting into the drugs or, whatever, changing his behavior to where he would sign to like, where did you find this man? This random, this whole damn party's out of control. Where did you find him? Man, don't even get me started on Power and his whole mentality of I want when I want, like when I need something, I need it now. Back up. I need you to get out my face. I need you to get out my face. Like Devine was so happy to see Power. Like, yes, somebody I don't have to worry about adding more stress to my situation. It's my homie. It's Power. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get into this venture. I need, we trying to expand in the woo where I need you to relax. I need you to get all the way up out my face. Like, yeah, call me when you have time. Like, I don't think anybody just realizes what exactly is on Devine's shoulders. And I don't think he expected for all of this to be the way it is now. I think he expected everybody to just really cooperate just based off of where they came from and how hard they had to grind to get here. Of course, I'm not going to have to, track them down because, child, we don't know where Dennis at. We can't find Dennis to save our life for, the latter of this episode. We don't know what's going on. We can't even depend on them to show up and be where they say they're going to be. Like, did you guys forget how hard it was for us to get here? Like, oh, yeah, these whole angles of Devine's face, like the stress, the beads of sweat that was running down my man's forehead. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to make a phone call. Like, move. Everybody move. Like, I need everybody to move. Just give me a moment. Just all the hanger-ons. Everybody was just getting on my nerves. Let's see. Devine was dealing with 9 alpha males. Like 9 alphas, just so many personalities. The only people that were behaving accordingly, we beeline Deck. Deck was the only person, the most reliable, the most features, always there, loyal. Like, he should have fought for my man's. Like, I understood what Devine was saying. Like, I don't have control over a lot of things. They specifically asked, for Capadonna Winter Wars, and his ice cream feature is hot right now. ODB is still everything right now. And then of course, Only Built for Cuban Links have come out. Everybody's loving Dennis. It's just like, yeah, if I don't have a solo album, what do you expect me to do? Like, people are clamoring for them because they have had, solo time to shine. I haven't had that, and you want me to sit on the back burner and wait. But as soon as you need a hot feature, as soon as you need a dependable person, then it's go, what's up, Deck? Like, nah, get out my face. get completely up out of my face. Like, then we have Dennis pop up. Yeah, son, you respect me. So I was like, all right. Dennis coming looking with more attitude. And then I looked at Dennis. Dennis looked a little like dewy. I was like, okay, something is wrong with Dennis. And I was like, oh, I think we're going to get into, the diabetes and whatnot. Yes, he was a silent partner, but he's not silent. Power has not been silent for a minute. Like, we will never, die down you contributing in the beginning, but like, give me room, like, for grace, like, relax. Just because we don't talk about something at this very moment and I don't meet your demands doesn't mean I'm not trying to hear you, or we won't eventually get to it. But this is my money and I need it now. JG Wentworth attitude, get up on my face. Get freaking up out of my face. Like, I just didn't like how they was trying to play Devine. Like, I hated the energy. Then we have Lil Capadonna here. Let's see. I met Power before. How was that? Let's see. Devine, Bobby, and Power built this brick by brick. Drive, motherfucker. No, I'm not gonna say that. Like, they did, but like, Capadonna here, just everybody not being business minded. I don't care if it's from Devine or whoever it is. Somebody hands you a contract, take it to a lawyer and have somebody read it. Like, everybody's just so eager. The fact that we have young Capadonna here, like, yeah, I'm making $450 at my current job. Like, I ain't like, what? Not even, understanding the caliber of what it is to be signed. Not at all business minded. Like, I'm good just rapping a little verse here and there on the street. Like, he could have like really been taken advantage of. So the fact that we have Devine and, Sony and whomever looking out for him to the point that he does get a $700K signing bonus. But like, yeah, you could have chunked Little Baby here $700 and he would have signed his whole life away. Let me see. Oh man. See, his name is Oliver. Power invested in the group. Yes, he did. Let's see. Mm, my list goes Ghostface Killer, Inspectah Deck, Raekwon as my favorites. Yeah, Raekwon was finna catch the fade in the episode because what y'all really give it? Everybody is walking around with an ODB attitude. It's free money. Only person who ain't say nothing took their little check and respectfully, asked for time was Deck. Like when I have can I talk to you? Like, so you had this meeting with Matola and is this my opportunity? All he wants to do is be signed, make his record and shine. Like, I'm here, I've been loyal, I hold it down. Anytime y'all need anything, I'm always the first there. Like, is this my moment? Nope, it's not. And he was chilling. Like, I love the fact in this episode, even though Deck was, feeling smited, he did not hate on anybody, not even Capodanno, who, like, once again, somebody who has, just got here is being trumped over me. And that just goes into them trying to do too much at once. If we had left, love them down, if we had left the Master Killers and the Capodannos and grave diggers and all the other little side people that they brought in and promised individual deals, signing them, trying to expand so quickly when we low-key needed to focus on the artists that we have in the group. Like, the Wu was not short of members or individual talent. If we hadn't done that, we could have invested more time into somebody like Deck, but we're trying to take on so much at once that he is getting pushed on the back burner, and I don't like it. But I did really like the fact that he did not hate on. It was like, whatever. I'm so happy. He deserved that. Like, Capadonna is, he's hot right now. He's good. But what about me? I just want to know what about me? Let's see. Devine tried protecting RZA from ending up in the situations like this. Yeah, he tried the whole you don't want them to resent you, like, just act like a group member. Yeah, they are trying to treat Devine like he's another group member, like he shouldn't have expectations, like he shouldn't be pushing them to sign, get meet their recording time. Like, well, why are you in my face? Like, just bring me my check. Like, what you think this is? What exactly do you guys think this is? Let's see, fast forward years later and RZA catching smoke too. Like, yeah, everybody's catching smoke. But if y'all were really out here acting like this, shut up. Everybody should just be absolutely quiet. Like, the fact that we have to pull teeth for y'all to get in the studio? Really? All right. I see Devine had to keep up with RZA's vision. Oh, it's just too much. Like, they should have just solely focused on the Wu group members. Like, they would have went so far and been so much better for it. I see Devine was like, who? Shanice, when I tell you, that cracked me up every time he was going. Like, he's like, who you sucking your teeth at? Like, get out of my way. Like, everybody just walking around, just being there, basking in their success in this lavish Wu mansion. Why are you here? Get out. Just all these random, oh yeah, them my peoples. Them get your peoples, get your own spot and get them out of there. Like, I ain't even like the fact that even though we do know that Deck is getting a check, like, when Deck found out, like, oh, he got signed, and he was like, oh, okay. Like, them looks Deck was giving. I love the actor here. Like, when he found out and he had a real, even though he was, mad, he had a real conversation with Devine. He still met him with respect and he still met him with the, you're forgetting where you came from energy. But it wasn't like with Ray, like, you're forgetting who's been here. You're forgetting low key about me. Like, Devine, I felt like you should have fought for me. Like, if they're not trying to press or whatever, like, oh, what about Deck? Fight for me. Put me out there. Put me in somebody's ear, or just stick up to say, hey, we're not doing nothing. You can have this one, this one, and this one, but I also need you to take Deck. Like, what about me, DJ? And it's just like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's just so much on Devine's plate. But when he is, like, pretty much gearing up to move out, and all Devine can say is, yeah, you don't want them in your room. Like, a room? You think I give them about a room? Like, I'm just so hoping that we don't know how much these checks are that they're being handed, but I hope it's a little bit more than for him to maintain a room. Like, you really expect me to stay here and be in the Wu mansion and just be designated to a Wu room and be at everybody's beck and call for their albums, or, for Wu albums in general. But when it comes to mine, I have to wait. But I'm just supposed to be in the waiting in the Wu mansion in this room for when y'all need me. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm out of here. I'm absolutely out of here. Like, but I just love how he just moves in silence. Like, I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. I'm not about to cause a scene. I feel like y'all trying to, I'm not gonna be like Ray. I feel like, y'all trying to play me. I'm just gonna respectfully leave. Y'all can have it. See who else you got in here that's as dependable as me. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Power was a very cool brother. That's what's up. That's what's up. Power, seems extremely smart, very business minded, but just, the roll up. Every time we see Power, every time we've seen him this entire season so far, it's business. Like, it's money. Like, yeah, so we trying to expand the Woo Wear. We trying to make another, like, can we just say hello? Can we just hang out as boys? Like, what's up? Like no, I need, money. I'm trying to, capitalize on this time. Everybody is moving like we're never going to be here again. We have to do everything all at once. Yeah, but while we are doing that, we are undermining everything else that got us here in the first place. The albums, the music, like, do your job. Cat wanted at least his security check. Like, Cat was like, yeah, I'm doing security. I'm making 450. If you can't even match that, don't be in here wasting my time. Like, Devine's like, oh yeah, like, he could have really been taken advantage of. It's really great that he has somebody like Devine, or just, people looking out, because anybody else, oh, what you want? I can give you $500 a week. Oh yeah, like, okay, I'm down making whole albums for $500. But oh gosh, let's see. He's a millionaire, but very humble and still cocky. Let's see. That's true. Deck is the only. I don't know why this is blurring out. I think it's supposed to say cooperative one at this point, but he's left out. Like, I really hated to see my man's left out, especially when we leave situations like Ray, yeah, they're my man's, like, they can stay in here. Like, no, this is my office. I need them to leave. They're not signed to anything. I don't represent them. I don't hand them checks just because you're handing out your money, trying to flex. That's what it looks like. It looks like Ray finally got some money, and it's just like, he's the type, them rappers that go like, yeah, all my man's getting a BMW. Everybody, you get a car. Everybody get a color. Like, excuse me? This is not, this is your money to spend, but as soon as your money runs out, it's up for, to me to just give it back. Like, yeah, where's my check? Like, who you talking to? Who you sucking your teeth at? Get out my face, Ray. Go suck them goals. Take your ass back to that George Foreman grill and get all the way up out of my face. Go cook something, because you got me all the way messed up. Like, when Devine, like, was like, you know what? Can he cancel Christmas on his ass? Like, cancel that whole check. How about we just take all of this, inspiration money? Yeah, it was for inspiration. Be like, I'm just trying to, really? Really? Yeah, no check. No soup for you. How about you don't get a check at all? How about that? Like, they didn't have the nerve to have an attitude about it. Let's see. I thought Devine was finna hit that damn breakdown every time that camera zoomed in. Like, I thought Devine was about to faint. Like, the pressure on Devine dealing with these grown men, it was just like a house full of children. I hated to see it. I hated to see it. Like, and it goes back to, them getting on the tour bus, and his baby mama was like, hey, it seems like you have your own, tour bus full of children to deal with. That was a whole freaking understatement. Like, the fact that he didn't make it to that baby's birthday party. Gosh darn it, you gonna lose. You gonna lose your day one running around with them. I sure would have made them wait. Like, regardless of those obligations and them blowing up the phone, y'all blowing it up now, you're going to blow it up tomorrow. You're going to blow it up after I tell you I have the contract signs and everything. There's always going to be something to do. These industry record labels, they never let up. They always want more. As soon as you're done with one album, it's on to the next one. Take some time out, put that phone away, and go to your baby's party. Like, she's like, my family's here. Everybody's waiting on you. I see. Deck was one of the best rappers of all time. No cap. Absolutely, Deck was my freaking favorite. He was the fact that he was smited and treated this way, though it wasn't intentional, and this is a result of the flood. Still can't stand it. Such a missed opportunity for him to be on the same level of it as everybody else. Everybody loves Deck and his one-off verses on songs, but when it gets to his own personal thing and how it was delayed, and when his album actually came out, it don't hit like everybody else's. And he could have just been just as big. Like, he really needed that launching pad because everybody else had their own thing. ODB and Meth and all of their charisma and persona and their big personalities. We have RZA and somebody like Deck. They were just really lyrical. Like, they needed that shine. Where is freaking who's missing this episode besides Method Man? Where's You God? Where is You God? You God was not in this episode. If he was, I did not see him. I see RZA really predicted the future of the clan. Absolutely. Like, all these egos, everything's just gonna expand. This isn't gonna end well. Let me get my album done right. Because this is not gonna end well. Like, the way that they was calling, yeah, we might have to take legal action. Yeah, now we need, okay, well, the album is coming. Well, yeah, now we need to talk about promotion and marketing and like, leave me alone. I could absolutely never. Oh, look at my man's face. I just hated to see him so disappointed in the revelation of, I'm never gonna be on deck. No pun intended. I'm not on deck right now. Like, I'm never gonna be next up right now. You are thinking about the finances, or combining with Sony, and right now they want to sign and promote a Capadonna, ODB, the Method Mans, and everybody else except for me. Like, so where's he gonna go now? Where's he gonna go now? Let's see. Deck would have been better than would have been another Nas or Black Thought. Deck was good. Like, Deck was nice. Everybody was nice, but nice. He was so nice. Like, I really hated this for him. You got somewhere being angry. You got is somewhere with those freaking nostrils flaring and that face that you got face. That's like, you gotta be making that that Trey from Boys in the Hood energy. You gotta be over it all his life. Let's see. When the MCs came to life to live out their name. Girl, I was saying the same thing. You God is completely absent here. Like, oh, this went power wold up in the kitchen. Like, yeah, I need a check. Like, everybody is just treating Devine like the bank. Y'all want to treat me like the bank and expect me to be at beck and calls, with money? Do what I'm asking y'all to do. If you want me to show up for you, I need y'all to show up for me. Like, y'all don't have my back right now. Y'all acting like y'all just gonna stay here and we got albums out. We hot right now. It is so easy to be unhot. Like, do what you need to do. Everything, doesn't last forever. Oh, let's see. You God was somewhere looking for the dude who shot his son. Master Killer was driving a cab, and Meth was with his girl all his life. Like, all his freaking life. All his freaking life. Hey, Nicole, how you doing, girl? Thank you for being here. And see power about that bread, and I absolutely love it. Like, that's why him and Devine clicked so well, because they were both so business minded, along with Bobby. They are both on the same energy. We are about business. All of this, party and bullshit and party but we can't do that all the time. I have yet to see Devine really bask in their success or finances. He's always thinking ahead, as well as Bobby. That's why he's always in the studio, or you have to pry him out of the studio to attend the party, and as well as power. But yeah, like right now, while I have, every single person in here on my neck, ODB acting like a child. We got, this whole damn party's out of control. White Bob running around, getting on my nerves. Like, I wanted Devine to hit the white man so bad, like just violent for no reason. I wanted him to hit that man so bad because he knew exactly what he was doing. That's somebody's pariah that is about to try to take advantage of ODB. And it's just like the fact that Devine gets a freaking call every single time a transaction happens. Like, but that's what I said when they first moved into the Wu Mansion and he was handing out Amex, like, you get an Amex card. Everybody's getting like, Why are you giving these men's cars? Like, what you think they about to do with it? You get a call to, your secretary every single time we hear there's a transaction here and this person just spent that. Like, just money leaving. But it's one thing for money to leave, like with Ray, and we was getting, Blockbuster and Red Lobster for inspiration. Like, shut up. But it's another thing when there is money leaving courtesy of this manager that I know nothing about, that you're hanging on to his every word, and he can get you to agree and do stuff and sign contracts to be on a feature for fantasy. And I couldn't even do that as your own blood and the person who has been trying to look out for you this entire time. Trash. Absolutely trash. But I did love, like, he did try to, go after Deck. Like, come on, Deck. But when he hit him, yeah, you want them to be in your room. Like, that's all you got for me. That is all you got for me. Forget this room. Forget this house. I will not be in waiting and be at you guys' beck and call, and I'm not getting anything in return. I'm out of here. This man here, like, the whole thing, I just wanted Devine to punch him once he said, well, if we're in business, you do something for me, like debt that $27,000 just because I, got dirty to only want 50 instead of the million. What you can do is get out of my face. What you can do is get out of my face. But that's what happens when we are trying to do too much at once. Everybody is on their own individual accord, and we didn't sign first as a group. And as soon as we got, but I think like directly after we got that first Wu album out, everybody's signing to their own little individual labels, and there's promises of individual albums. If we had focused just on Wu business, everybody would be on the same accord. But now everybody's at liberty to go sign with who they want to, have meetings with who they want to, and have management out of nowhere that we pulled out of a nightclub, from my understanding. Like, if he could have just hit the white man just once, I would have been satisfied with that. See, oh man, Devine wanted to choke dude out, choke pizza grease out, old dude. Like, just like, get out of my face. That man is not crazy. He seems, a little off of his rocker. He is gonna ride ODB as far as he can ride him and take advantage of him just being. I don't even know what to call ODB right now. It's beyond immature. Like, it's so irritating. It's so irritating. Power had millionaire visions. Yeah, everybody did. It would be nice if the entire group had millionaire visions and we weren't worried about momentary money. Like, it just really shows how a lot of our men here could end up with nothing after so much success and being a part of such a massive group. You could still end up penniless, or for some, just doing one-off jobs to survive when you were once, signing deals for a 700K bonus. Like, you ended up with nothing. Nobody's business minded here except for Bobby, Devine, and Power. Everybody else is just worried about the momentary money in their pocket, and I need you to keep that flowing because I got to take care of my peoples. Like, who are these people? Who are these people? Oh, let's see. Papa Wu needs to pull up and drop knowledge on these fools. Where he at? Like, yeah, this is the first time I just needed I needed Bobby to pull up. We trying to get here, take it here. I need all these niggas to get out of here. We finna drop an album here. Like, the fact that we have them listen, from the looks of it, we listen to Bobby more than we listen to Devine. Am I mistaken? Because they was playing with Devine a whole lot. But it seems like as soon as Bobby says something, its word is bond. We got to do it. We may not like it. We might suck our teeth in the background. We might roll our eyes. But if Bobby said it, like, it's bond. But as soon as Devine says something, it's just like we trying to test his gangster. No check for you. Absolutely no check for you. Let's see. Power didn't like Papa Wu. Ray said, all I need is Blockbuster, Red Lobster, and strip clubs. Like, well, Shanice, at least we saw Ray hug up on some black girls this episode. He wasn't looking for the Blasians. He wasn't looking for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ray was an addict like Dirty. Yeah, I thought we would see a little bit of that in this, and not in this episode, but just in general. I thought that maybe they would bring up him being some form of an addict, but we have not seen any of that at all. Even when we get into Dirty, like we had that one off episode. I think that was episode 2 where we saw him get into the drugs, but we I think maybe out of respect for Dirty, even though we know what it is, they don't want to just show him indulging in drugs and constantly using in the show. But yeah, well, his behavior, Dirty was most definitely all over the place, but they have not mentioned Ray at all. Power cut Ray off. And see, there are so many people missing in Wu. It's crazy. Like, at least the episode was good, y'all. At least the episode was good. Bong bong. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember listening to him talk about lean in one song, like a whole lot. Like, oh man. But yeah, we get into Dennis here. Like, Shuri showed up. First of all, Shuri took too long to knock that door down. As soon as I would have knocked and you're not opening, even though we have Devine pretty much worried about, I'm trying to get all of these contracts signed. I need Dennis to sign. Everybody's really clamoring for Ghostface right now, and he won't even give me the time of day. He is locking himself up in the room. You see throughout the episode that he has just been distant overall. Like, nobody can really touch him. And Shuri is assuming that, like, oh, he's running around with, some females. He's trying to avoid me, even though that was probably the case also. Our man's is dealing with diabetes. It's like, man, yeah, I ain't soft. I can't be having no sugar. Like, if you don't take care of yourself, like, Ghost has that typical, early 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, I got some Jamaican herbs from, this lady at the local bodega. Like, it's holding me down. Like, no. It is absolutely, not holding you down. Like, I love when, Shuri comes in. It's just like, forget the music, the money. You have to take care of yourself. Like, what are you doing? Like, you have to put your health first. Like, she is absolutely his day one. I mean, I guess, like, I thought we would have a bigger kind of outpour from Shuri and her finding out that, he's been with other females or whatever, or even about Karina or Korean Steffens, from what y'all been saying. I thought we would, really lean into that a little bit more, but it's just like, is it competition? Like, is it serious? So clearly they have low-key an open relationship, and he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do as long as he brings it on home to Shuri. But I thought she would have a bigger reaction. But you peep how when she was like, yeah, is it serious? I thought you were running around with that girl again. And he's like, what girl? Like, you know what girl I'm talking about. He's like, yeah, I don't know nothing about her. I think she, in LA dancing. Like, what I thought you ain't know nothing about her. I thought you weren't worried about her. Clearly she is still in the picture, and he is lying to Shuri here, because if we weren't worried about her, like, how do you know where she may be at? It just felt like a lie. It absolutely felt like a lie, in that, he was trying to spare her feelings here. But I do love that we get a little bit more back into their relationship, because their relationship, like, used to be a little cornerstone of the show. We don't really get into them anymore, I guess, because they're out and about and they're not sneaking and keeping things a secret anymore. And we're way, beyond that. But their relationship has been, like, beelined in the show. We don't really get into it anymore. But Shuri is a rider. She is absolutely a rider, and really wants Dennis to put his health first. And it's just like, ain't nobody else like you. You sure? What about your stars and your moon and your earth? Let's see. And that was Incarcerated Scarfaces in 95. Let's see, I was in that movie Black and White. Them guys had bad habits, but very smart and wise though. Let's see. I feel like the reason my Method Man is not in this season is because he might have been the wildest one. Yeah, I felt like he is trying to save, like, face, and it's like, hey, I've been happily married forever. Y'all don't need me in the show. Y'all don't need me in the show. I don't need y'all opening up, old wounds, old history. But even outside of his, marriage and his woman, like there are so many other things to talk about. Like Method Man could just show up and do a flow and do a Method Man, that movement where he's rapping, but he's using his whole body. Like he could do that, and I would get my life. We don't have to delve into, his past or, the mischief. I don't care about that. I just want him to be here. Like, what were you doing? Where were you? Because you wasn't with everybody else, apparently, from this show. Let's see. I was surprised he talked to Shuri about Karina. Yeah, it was real smooth. Like, and she's very nonchalant about it. Like, I don't really care. Is it serious? Like, it was almost like, do you love her? Like, if it's anything beyond that, then it's too much. But if you was just messing with her, you just having sex with these little whatevers, it's fine, as long as you bring it on home to Shuri and Infinity. Like, Shuri is so far removed from the Shuri that we know. I really thought she was going to go up after we got to the point of her beating down the door enough to kick it down. It's like, oh, now you're going to act like you sleep. I think maybe, realizing just how sick he was maybe calmed her down a little bit. But if she's okay, if she likes it, I love it. Let's see. ODB love to fight. Yeah, they've been like really chill at this point as far as ODB's behavior. And I really want to see how, much they're going to turn it up. Like, are we just going to stick to him being problematic and being immature? Or are we really going to dive into him being a whole hot freaking mess? I don't think we are. Method Man didn't really rock with them. Oh man. Meth love RZA and Power. I mean, yeah, you can really get into the dynamics of the house and the wildness. Like you could get into the reason why Meth has had the most longevity out of everybody and was able to diversify them funds, team up with Redman, and because to get in, with Redman or just the whole career path that they have, you can't have the biggest ego. You have to allow, somebody else to shine. But when we get into somebody like Ray, we can, get on the album with Ghost, but Ghost is my partner. That's that's that. But as far as linking up with anybody else or like having to force Mariah Carey down ODB's throat, it would have never been that. Like Meth was gonna, like, I'm trying to get to the money, I'm trying to get to the business, and I feel like that's why he has had way more longevity and was able to like really get himself out there. Because yeah, everybody else is just, I don't know what they doing. They in the Wu Mansion with their peoples. Wu Where was Method Man's idea, really. Power just got it published. That would be nice to see in the show. If that's the case, that would be really nice things, to really, really get into and see in the show. Let's see. I met Method Man before. You met everybody. Laverne, well, when you was meeting these people, like, let me know so I can be there. I want to pull up. I want to meet somebody. But yeah, I love their bond here, and just like, oh, like I'm like, oh, they still love each other. We have yet to really see them, couple minded for a minute. But you have Devine here, like, oh, you ain't gonna give me a hard time like everybody else. You gonna sign a contract? Like the fact that Dennis was like, yeah, these headaches. I thought that he was gonna say like it's been, the past year, or it's just like, yeah, it's been 10 years of headaches. Like Black men's is take care of yourself, take care of your health. Like them old school, we love a good old school turpentine, olive oil, castor oil, turmeric remedy. But at some point we have to go to the doctor and, really look out for ourselves. Like he was just about to just go out in that room, and it was just going to be in the name of, I don't want to appear soft. Like, what about my music? I can't be soft. Like I have an image to uphold. Like ain't nobody see nothing out there. Like you ain't tell them a doctor was here, because I wouldn't want to put my health first and take care of myself. Like what? Just absolutely crazy. But there are plenty of people just like Dennis who feel like it's a sign of weakness to take care of their health. Like take care of yourself. Let's see. 5-year plan turned into a 5-year headache. Yeah, 5 years of you just about to just kill over. Thinking like, okay, I'm too player to have the sugar. Like, grow up. Everybody better grow up soon. I dated Power. You know what, Laverne? I'm gonna have Laverne on. If you want to drop some tea, we here for all of that. Let's see. Well, damn, Laverne, right, Henry? Right? Let's see. I think next episode's gonna probably be Jizza for Chambers and Shadowboxing music video. I think so too. I think so too. I was really hoping that they would like weasel that in here some way so we could just get, not that I want to skip over Jesus' album, but I just don't want another, you know, image video album driven episode when we only have 3 more episodes left. I want more of what we're getting here. I don't see how we're going to tie everything up right now with where we are. But you have him signing, it's just like, finally I got it signed. ODB's wild manager, even though I don't like him, he signed. Capadonna signed. I delivered. I did what I'm supposed to do. Then of course we have Jizza, just like, yeah, I don't know what you talking about, but we ain't making nothing shake until we get everybody in here on my album like I need them to be. Of course, this is when we have Inspectah Deck rightfully moving out as he should. My ex-girlfriend's sister met Meth after a show in Jacksonville. I remember her saying she hugged him and he was skinny as fuck. Oh man. I found out he was married. I'm gonna need you to get on the channel, Laverne. I need Laverne to pull up and we just gonna have a conversation. I mean, if you could, dish, I think we would love to hear about it. Let's see. Watch Jizza's episode is going to be a kung fu movie. Yeah, I think we're going to get into like some Kill Bill style anime and some transitions. I think it's going to be dope, but then after that, we literally have 2 more episodes to close this off. And from what I think we're going to end, I don't even think we're going to get to the W album. I really don't. I think we're going to end off on Triumph, and that's going to be it, unfortunately, because they have so much more story to tell that we couldn't possibly fit into 3 episodes, especially if one is a one-off episode dedicated to Jesus' album. Wu-Tang are coming to the UK soon. I was too late to get tickets. Oh, Gabriel. Well, if they don't do nothing, they always tour. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to come back around. But hurry up, because our mans ain't getting any younger. Even though they look good, they're not getting any younger. Laverne, can you tell us more then? Yeah, Laverne got all the detail. Laverne said, yo, y'all telling half the story. I know what happened. But man, we just end off this episode with him not making it to that birthday party and just really when she said, like, why even play with me? Like, what would you want to come home now for? Like, I'll talk to you later. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. Child, when they had that pizza come in there and he gave his face like, y'all eating off of me. Like, I'm working hard for y'all to be able to, have all these hanger-ons and your own camps and your own managers and, be able to order and do things at their leisure. And then you're going to be looking at me to replenish your funds. Everybody get out my face. Everybody get the heck out of my face. Let's see. Laverne hooked me up with power. I need a connect. You know what? I need y'all to stop, but like, how are you guys feeling about the show moving forward before I get off of here? How do you think we're going to end off? This episode was so good. If we could have this be the running theme and we be grounded in reality, like for the past 6 episodes, I feel like we could have made some shake. But sadly, with the, ODB episode or, with the Only Built for Cuban Links episode, like, we've wasted a whole lot of time, and I feel like we are going to end off on Triumph. Do you guys think we're going to get any further than that? Like, how y'all feeling about it? Because your girl has lost faith. I've lost faith in us getting. I thought we would end off on the W. I thought that would, even though I would really love to go way beyond that and like really get full circle with this group and their dynamics, but I guess because they're kind of really trying to shoehorn in this episode the animosity in the group, really break it down. Yeah, you changed, son. You forgot where you came from. You different. Like, they're really trying to, really get that into this episode. But we know all of the you changed energy really happened not just now, but later on, we really got into the dynamics of the group falling apart and them like mixing words and getting to the point where they just can't stand Devine and, can't stand RZA, for some of them, and just feel like, they were smited. But man, where y'all think we gonna end off at? Because I'm betting that we get to Triumph, and I guess we're just supposed to be satisfied with that. I already know I'm not gonna be. Let's see. I went to the Wu Nas Buster tour this fall. It was good to see them all together. Man, I'm jealous, beautiful T. That is so dope. That is so dope. I don't talk to not Oliver. Laverne said, I don't talk to Oliver anymore. Like, power who? I don't talk to Oliver. You had your chance. And you trying to be married? What? You tried to make me your Venus and have your Earth at home? Get out my face, Oliver. Let's see. You back in my algorithm now, I guess. Please keep me updated. If you guys are being notified of my videos or just I'm popping up again and you can find my channel without a problem, like please let me know, because YouTube been trying to do me dirty for like the over a month now, like really 2 months. It's been terrible. I've been having such a hard time. I've been having a hard time. Let's see. They've been wasting, yeah, a whole lot of time. I think it's gonna end with Triumph too. Like James, I don't think we're gonna get beyond that. Like, let's see. At best, we are getting Wu-Tang Forever, and at most, Iron Man. That is so like that's like stop the cap. We have so much further to go. Like that's really disappointing. But hopefully, the last two episodes we are grounded in reality. Like please. Let's see. I was in the studio when Deck dropped his verse. Which verse? ODB was in jail. See, I think the episodes will be good. I hope so. Like, I understood in totality what they were trying to do with last episode, but I just really didn't care for it all that much. I agree. This is one of my favorite episodes because it was focused on the drama. More of this, please. Yes, like not even just the drama. Like we are moving the story, the narrative along. Like, and I think I was trying to push it because I wanted to be further in the story so we could get more of the story and get, maybe to the W album and beyond that and get into, the side plots and, other people being signed. The album's coming out later, not really performing. Like, well, for our Dex and UGod and Capadonna, like the derailment of their careers. Like, I wanted to get all the way down there, Method Man teaming up with Redman, living his best life, and just just so much. But this is where we are. RZA and his career getting all into the production side of movies and scoring films and acting. Like I was expecting too much. I was clearly expecting too much. Let's see. I really don't know what they were thinking with this season. The show has been a hit or miss. This one was a hit, so the next one, yeah, I'm hoping that even though it's going to be a one-off Jizza episode, I'm hoping that it's good, but I really wish that it wasn't and we were still grounded in reality. I just knew once the episode was called Shadow Boxing, I was like, ooh, can they just sprinkle in the little video, whatever y'all been trying to do? These elaborate music video episodes, these let's make it a movie episodes. I took that biscuit, I ate that cornbread, those episodes. If we could sprinkle some of that in here and just move on, and we can all just acknowledge the fact that a lot of work went into Jesus' album and it was dope and it was, really great, and just let's just go on. But no, we're gonna just get into animation and it's gonna be Kill Bill. That's what it's gonna be. Triumph, yeah. I really wasn't expecting to start this season and end off in Triumph. I am completely convinced that the show definitely thought that they would get more seasons. I really do think that they thought that they were going to have at least a fourth season of the show. I haven't seen this episode, but I checked out the fantasy episode. I checked out of them on the yeah. This episode was much better than the previous fantasy episode. Just watch it. Don't check out completely. I have, fought tooth and nail not to just absolutely give up because we've we've come this far. I can't leave. They probably gonna do a flash forward on the last episode with quick shots, imperial stats. If they do that, I'm gonna be so hurt. Like I'm gonna be so hurt. These shows stand like it. Last season was so strong. Like that's the last thing that I wanted. But if that's what we got, then that's what we got. I can't do anything about it now. Let's see. I remember Shaheem. I remember him. We definitely ain't getting that. We can even get Method Man. ODB gave them $3,000 one time for no reason. Oh, gave me 3,000. Laverne, stop it, Laverne. I'm sick of you, Laverne. If you're not gonna come on and go live with me and give us all the real tea that the show is leaving out, I don't want to hear it, Laverne. Method Man gave me 800 one time too. Let's see. We need another show to watch after this one is complete. Shanice, I am rolling up for Swarm. I hate the fact that Swarm is going to drop the entire season tomorrow. Like, I don't know why all these shows or, on the production side are so hell bent on dropping entire seasons of stuff at one time. Like, let us grow with the show. Let's enjoy the show. Once we binge watch it and talk about it, it's forgotten. Like, I'm planning to watch I'm a Virgo and Swarm, and I'm hoping that those are good. But yeah, this show will definitely be missed, even though we kind of low key going out on a sour note. I wonder why they aren't deciding to stop. Why? Let's see. I wonder why they aren't deciding to stop after this season. I think it's supposed to be like why they are deciding to stop after the season. I really don't think this show was performing. I haven't really yet to hear this show like get a whole lot of praise. This is kind of like an underdog show, so I really feel like they're being, cut loose before their time, and they were maybe hoping to get more seasons. RZA is cheap. That's how you need to be. That's how you need to be. Nobody else in the house is moving cheap. Like, period. Let's see. I think Hulu doesn't have faith. Yeah. I think maybe if this was on a Netflix type situation, we would have, had a better footing for this show to really get some eyes on it. I think so. Definitely needs 4 or 5 seasons. I thought that we would at least get 4 seasons out of the show. This the last season. They should have went crazy and put tons into it, but they put filler. Yeah, I'm just convinced that they didn't know, like, but with how like delayed and the time taken off, like when exactly were you guys informed that, oh, this is going to be the last season? Because the way that this season is running, it's like they heard last minute. Where is the documentary? In RZA pocket. I can't talk on live about the history. Okay, Laverne. I seen Wu-Tang Live, Method Man be jumping all in the crowd still. Yes, very vibrant, active, handsome, everything. I just knew when this show came out, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see Meth in his element. Like, no Method Man. Hulu didn't want to cut the check, probably ain't getting the views. Yeah, I'm convinced it's not. Swarm is a series. I thought it was a movie. No, Shanice. Swarm is a series. There will be episodes to watch. I'm still deciding on whether I am going to watch the full series and give a play-by-play recap. Like, I was really hoping that it would drop per weekly, but whatever. Yes, it is a show. We have a whole show to look forward to. Ray wanted a movie, but I don't think that would have worked for character development. I mean, maybe after this we can get a one-off movie to wrap everything up. That would be cool. I will be here for that. I will be here for that. Just pick up wherever we leave off here. Okay, no lie. I created the Wu-Tang logo. Okay, y'all finna get out of here. Like, Wu-Tang, my cousin. Don't be coming for Laverne. Laverne said I was outside, I was there. You wasn't there. You wasn't there. The advertising was non-existent for the show. Yeah, especially with this last season. Like I like really low key forgot when it was coming out and was like, oh, I forgot. Wu-Tang. Yeah. Is Swarm gonna be like another Get Out type of joint? I'm really curious. It looks like we are really diving into fandoms and it's giving, the Beehive and Beyonce along with some horror elements. And Donald Glover is behind it. I love me some Atlanta, so I'm here for that. I think the show is going to be really dope. I'm hoping so, but I'm going to talk about it. Let's see. Can we say that Wu-Tang just kind of has a cult fan base? I think they're a little bit bigger than cult status. I think so because a lot of people love Wu-Tang. Let's see. I'm okay. Let's see. They also don't. They also don't advertise black shows. Yeah, unless you have to get in there by the skin of your teeth and you have to be really really good to get on and be promoted. And this show, even though it's good and I love it because it's given a different narrative, it's just not as drawing as some of the other shows that people flock to see. A lot of people don't watch this show. Let's see. They was hating on Big Crazy. Then Ghost dissed him on the album skit. Leonardo DiCaprio was trying to do a Wu movie about RZA. Wanted to do a show instead. Like, that would have been good. That would have been Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. What's up, B? Oh man, let's see. The show will not get to the time when the members had a lawsuit against RZA. Yeah, we ain't getting to none of that. It's so sad because I really wanted to get into that. Or even with RZA, and maybe RZA was like, this is as far as I want to go. I don't want to get into the show and I don't want to talk about when nobody liked me, when everybody was coming for my neck. Like, I don't want to go that far. Maybe this is a choice of RZA's. Oliver was a good brother. They was hating on Biggie. Well, all right, y'all. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow, so I can go put my feet in, a pool and relax and put my swimsuit on. But I appreciate you guys so much, like, for being here. This was really dope. Like, I was glad that you guys showed up because I know this was impromptu. And normally I would, talk about this. B Avery in here. What's up, bro? It's B. That's the homie. I love B. Yeah, but I'm glad that I could be here, and hopefully, like, I don't care where I'm at. I might just go live and be holding my phone. We talking about snowfall. We are talking about snowfall. If I have to sneak and dip away from my family and just give y'all 20 minutes of my time to discuss it, because snowfall is just getting ridiculously good, and I just can't skip an episode and like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about next. No, we need to talk about that now. But I will definitely see you guys. Let's see. I'm glad you showed up in my algorithm. You my fave reviewer, hands down. Like, I'm so glad too. Like, y'all have no idea the tricks that YouTube has been playing on me. Like, it's been ghetto boys in my corner. It's been terrible. It's been absolutely terrible. Like, but it's okay. I'm trying to persevere and not give up on this channel. Because when I tell y'all, I was like, you know what? YouTube can have this channel. I'm sick of it. But I'm still going, and I'm really like grateful for you guys riding with me and showing up for stuff like these lives. Like, I'm fucking with y'all. I love it. But I would definitely see you guys next time for my next review. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.
Big dog.